it might mess up the audio, and like it might cause issue with the actual like uploading of the video because it's so long. Does that make sense? Because my roommate, shout out to Mr. Meister, but that's my roommate's YouTube channel. Really funny, highly recommend. There's actually some gameplay of me and him playing. But when he was telling me, he's like, dude, I tried to upload like a 25-minute long video, and he has a PC, and he was like, a very strong PC, and he was like, I mean, it was a little old. However,
and actually used to upload 30-40-minute videos on fucking a PS4 in
really
4 hours. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could give it a shot.
Like
Definitely.
the render time might be shit, but I'd say as soon as, sorry, buddy, but as soon as the stream is over, take the VOD, start rendering it, and go to sleep. Wake up the next morning, post it. Blink blank.
I feel you. Okay.
And just take it off your PC.
Dylan, can you go and into a Loge? Can one of you guys hop on your phone? Just make sure we all sound good on the stream. Also, what's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? It's been a minute since we did the last Lake Labs. What, like it's been like a month, hasn't it?
Silent for a sec. Yeah, it's been like a month.
September 30th, I think, was the last time. However, a lot of stuff's been going on, a lot of crazy shit in the world, a lot of just stuff in general. So hopefully you guys have been doing all right, stuff like that. Thanks for checking out the VOD. Got a lot of stuff coming in, so I'm keeping you updated with that. Let me post this for you guys. So, boop. All right, I posted it in the little chat on Discord, so you guys can take a look at that. Dylan and Loesch. All right. As always, we love to do a little segment of what's been going on and how we do. So, anybody want to start off? Dylan, Loesch?
He's muted right now.
Oh, okay. Well, Dylan, would you like to tell the lovely people how you've been doing, what you've been up to, everything like that?
Freezing my ass off. Oh, he hopped off. Oh, he's back on.
I meant to undeafen, but I left the call by accident.
That's quite
Oh, good.
Sound good. I didn't really hear Dylan, but
how's the music doing? Do I gotta boost it up a little bit?
really.
No? Okay, cool. Damn. Okay. Someone sounds gassy today. Someone's gassy.
I'm like 3 beers in already.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I was gonna crack one open, but I'm really trying not to drink right now.
I don't hear anything.
I don't really
Up
hear
the music a little bit. I feel like.
Okay. It's fine.
My headset's also very low though.
I'm also wearing my earbuds and I'm playing on my phone. I had to really push it to my ear to hear it. But anyways, nothing going on with my end. On my end, besides trying to pack up, selling a lot of stuff I don't need.
Okay.
I might have to buy like another crate or two, just so I can put more.
Do you want to take that bag back? You left the bag at my house.
I took it.
Oh, you did already?
Yep.
Oh,
I went there during lunch.
Oh, cool. Very good. Just broke in.
Yep.
Came through the
I
window.
mean, I have the key to your place, so.
You're not supposed to tell them that, Dylan. You're supposed to just break into my apartment.
Alright, I went through his window.
Even though he has the keys. Still went through my window.
Fuck the keys.
He threw the keys through the window.
Yes. That's exactly what I did. Anyways, hopefully all the stuff I got filled up in the crates in my cooler will all fit in my car. Right now I have a keyboard, a cooler full of like my plates, a crate full of my books and clothing, and all the knickknacks I'm trying to like shove in my car before I move. Should be fun. That's about it.
It's not many.
What?
I said, how many plates do you have? I'm guessing it's not many.
Not
Wait,
a
how
lot,
do
but
you
I have a
plates?
plates.
Yeah, how do you have plates?
I bought them.
You bought plates?
Yeah, so I can cook food.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like armor.
No,
Oh,
no. What's wrong with you? You
Dude,
think I'll
I-
put food
That-
on
he
that's-
kept
plates?
that in a cooler.
What?
He said he kept that in a cooler. Why would he keep
I don't know. Maybe he
Like,
got.
body armor plates?
Your
in a
mind up in
fucking
your
cooler?
cooler. What's wrong with you?
Listen, I've had a lot of people that I know that have been like, that's what confused me the most because I'm like, you wouldn't buy plates. But it's like, I have a lot of people that I know that have bought their own equipment, such as plates, gear, all that shit. Because most dudes are like, yeah, when I'm hopping out, I'm gonna go get like an AR, I'm gonna go get a fucking pistol, I'm gonna get all the gear that I usually would get plates just in case some fucking shit pops off,
Right,
and I
That's
have to go
basic
defend
preppers.
myself.
Preppers.
Alright, and for future reference, do you want me to be more specific?
No, that's just a mistake on my
No,
part.
no. You're
That's
good.
on me. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah, no, that's on me.
Okay.
So I have 4 dinner plates, 2 small plates, 6 bowls, and a fork in the cooler.
Yes, he's gonna put all of that in his chest rig.
Yes. Yep, exactly.
The fork is the patch.
No, the fork is his combat fork. He actually stabs people with it. Dudes do that. Dudes will literally have a spoon on them. They call it the combat spoon. They will have a spoon on them so that they can go and, if they ever go out, they will go and stab. They try to get like a spoon kill.
You guys get the combat shovel?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, I mean, it's not really a combat shovel. It's more like the poop tool.
That's cool.
But yeah, it has a serrate. It has a sharp ass
Tool.
serrated edge.
Your stool tool.
Yeah, the stool tool. We call it the entrenching tool.
No,
However, that thing is really fucking sharp. So like,
really.
it can cut down what small
Small trees.
small trees. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. You can buy one for like what, 40, 30 bucks, Dylan?
You could, but I feel like you find like a better one.
Really though? Like,
I feel like just because we've been stuck with one thing, we have a better idea of what could be better, what could be worse.
that's true. Yeah.
So don't stick with one thing you know of until you try out more options.
Except the whoopee jacket. That thing is fucking money. I'm
And
wearing
also
it right
that.
now.
Uh,
You really should get one before you head back to Jersey, bro.
yeah,
Because you're not gonna
I
find
thought
that
about-
shit anywhere.
probably. Did you get that from General Jackson or something?
No, I got. You can get one at Silverbacks, I think. But there's another store. So if you go a little bit down, a little bit farther past Silverbacks, there's another store. I think it's called SOS or
Mhm.
SAS. I don't know. It's like SAS Tactical, and that's where I got mine. Mine was like 60 bucks. I recommend getting the large, by the way, because the mediums and the small. Well, you fit smalls, right?
Yeah.
So then, yeah,
Get
I'd say
medium.
get a medium. Yeah, get a size up.
Maybe. Let's see if I get one. I'll take a look, but
I'm definitely telling you to go get one. Like, It's nice
Oh
because
yeah,
like when it's cold out, your body will like keep the heat in, but then if it's like kind of warm out, your body will be like, yeah, you don't really need this heat. You could let it out. Like,
oh yeah. Speaking of which,
what's up?
either today or tomorrow, I'm just gonna ahead of time just move my stuff into your place.
Yeah, go for it. Just all the stuff that like you're not gonna be using on a daily basis, just go and put it in the laundry room. Also, so tomorrow, Dylan, I'm gonna be going to Cars and Coffee with my boys tomorrow in the morning, and then I have to take my dude he's doing an ultra for the first time, which
Just car and
is
coffee. Sorry to
Cars.
interrupt.
Yeah, no. Cars and Coffee is just it's like a car meet, not like
Oh,
the
right.
ones that fucking come out or not come out, fucking Topher and Montoya go to.
Right, it's like a real one.
No, dude, those are real car meets. This is more like like a car
No.
exhibition. Like you go and see cars and just kind of like look at their specs and stuff like that. I don't know anything about the specs. I'm starting to get
Right.
into it. Um, but yeah, it's
It's
pretty
more like a
cool.
car show.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like yeah,
Yeah.
not really as much
Those
as
are
a
cool.
meet, more like a show. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Then they also have like bikers come through, which is kind of annoying because just like the South Park episode, you're loud, you're really annoying, but it's cool because I like bikes too. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
tomorrow
my
we're
brother
supposed to
has
be
one.
doing that. Yeah, I was gonna try and get I was gonna try and get like a little monkey or like an Indian because
Ever seen the
I like
Triumphs?
standard bikes, so I tend to look at those more.
Ever seen the Triumph bikes?
No, is that a sport?
No. It's kind of like a standard bike. It's like English version of a Indian.
Hmm. No, I
I think they're pretty cool.
haven't caught it. Haven't caught it before, sadly. Um,
They're not cheap is the only problem.
Losh, would you like to tell the lovely people what you've been up to?
Nothing much. Just school, midterms, all that good shit. Anybody who's in college, the midterms are going well. I quit my job. That was cool.
You start an uprising.
Accidentally.
How long have you been working that job for?
I was there for like 2 years.
Ooh.
2.5 years. I was
Well,
there for a while.
that kind of sucks, man. Like, not gonna lie.
It's not too bad. I mean, I don't have the time at school, and if I can go back and learn, that'd be cool. If I don't got anything else going, but it's also gonna be time in the summer for like internships and stuff like that. Anyway,
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
so
I called Boogie the other day, and I was checking on him, seeing how he's doing, trying to figure out everything that's going on. And he was like, I'm gonna be starting school soon. Or not school, sorry. He's gonna start his job probably by next month or maybe the middle of this month and or end of this month. So he'll be busy, which sucks, but at least he'll be making pretty clean, good money. Um, but yeah,
we're gonna
no,
car
it's
shop. Mechanic?
yeah, which is
Really?
good because that means he can
Yeah, that's
basically
what he wants
because
to do.
yeah, because he's a mechanic though, he'll be able to basically do anything anywhere. Like he'll probably be able to get a job anywhere for the most part.
Yeah, being a technician helps.
He might even be able to get a job at like fucking like a dealership and like
Yeah,
work
he
the
just has to become
mechanics
a
line.
certified technician. He just has to take a test.
Dude, he'd probably crush it because he's pretty good with that shit, which is good because I don't know anything about cars, so However, I'm starting to
Maybe a
really get
little
into
bit.
it.
Maybe my dad has taught me shit.
Yeah, I don't know how to like build or fix anything like that. I'm starting to understand like when I mean it's more like a car meet idea where it's like this is what lowers your car, or like the suspension. This is what, like, if you get airbags, if your car is lowered, you can now make it get raised before you start driving, stuff like that, like car mods and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so I got a couple things coming up. So I got BLC, which is basically this course Loesch, which allows me to, once I pass that, I go through the course. It's a really annoying course allegedly, but it's easy. But I'm gonna be gone for like the whole month of November going into December. It starts the 16th, ends the 14th. So that'll suck. But I think honestly, Dylan, I might go and do JM.
Dude, no, don't do it.
Why?
I mean, there's literally no point.
Just getting qualified as JM kind of just sounds pretty dope. I don't know. Loesch, for you or the other people who probably don't know what JM is, it stands for Jump Master. So Jump Masters are people who basically they'll like so when we go up in the bird and we have dudes that are jumping, you basically are the guys that go green light go and you like slap their ass and then they jump out of the plane.
How many jumps do you have to do to do that?
I think you need 13, and
How many do you
I
have?
have a jump. I have a jump coming up on the 7th actually. So next week I have a jump. That should be my 13th or like 12th, 13th, and or maybe 14th jump. So,
What else you have to do?
you have to pass this thing called white slip, where it's basically you learn all the nomenclature of like everything. So like the parachute itself, the reserve parachute, the little bag you put your weapon into, like your weapon and your gear into, the parts that go on your ruck that actually hook up to everything, all the stuff, like just all that type shit. So you have to learn that nomenclature. Then you go to white slip and you take like a test, and then you also, from my understanding, I think you might have to learn to rig someone up. But then
Yeah,
when
you
you
do.
go to JM, it's a pretty long course. They'll do basically the same thing, like nomenclature and everything. It's like the first pass before you actually go to Jump Master School, which is about, I think it's a month long. Which is one of the reasons why I'm like on the fence about it. I think it'd be cool to go and do it, but I don't think with the time frame that I have, I don't think I will. But it's something that's like I'm kind of interested in doing. When
What
you
about
go to
Fen?
yeah, that's another thing because I'd have Fenrir up here. Um,
No, I would not recommend it if you're trying to take care of Fenrir and like
Yeah.
time wise and schooling and trying to get out.
yeah.
He's done good in music school too.
Um, Honestly, I've been getting into the rhythm of how to take care of it. And with me really being able to, like, I'm at the point where, like, I know my way around the music production stuff. I still can't make, like, the quality of stuff that I want to just yet for us, but
Mhm.
it's still it's, like, decent enough for, like, we can make demos, which is
Okay.
fine. It's just I need to just fuck around with the equipment more and just maybe take like another course or two, and that's not going to be hard. However,
I
it
mean,
might be like a level 3 or 4 course that I'm taking next, which then it might be a little bit more exhausting.
yeah. School gets harder, and the question to ask yourself is like in the long run, what matters more, being a jump master, or like getting ahead on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's
I'm not gonna like be a dick about it, but I'm gonna be frank.
no, I understand. It's just an idea. If I have the time, then I will.
Yeah,
Cause
I'd say
there's
do that.
also
But,
we, oh yeah, Dylan, there's another E3B coming up. So
EIB. Never called that E3B.
well,
It's
it's for EIB, EFMB, and ESB.
uh,
So they call it E3B. So
I never heard anyone on my side say that ever.
really
No.
interesting.
A lot of stuff that you guys do, I never heard in my life. Never in my battalion.
Well, yeah, that's just what we call it. We call it E3B. So my
I'll,
thing is, if they go and if that happens, they might try and send me to that,
well,
which I'm like, bro, because it's then 2 months. It's a month of me train up, and then another month of me going to actually
dude,
do it, which is
all
so
that
much
shit's
time.
gonna be non-stop. They're gonna make you do non-stop like a bunch of shit.
Plus,
So,
yeah, sorry.
like, they're gonna make you do a bunch of non-stop stuff. Like, if I were you, if you're trying to get out by next year, just focus on getting out. Don't divert your attention to like other stuff. Even though it sounds cool, does that really pertain to like helping you? So, like,
No,
to my eyes,
I understand, but
to my eyes, just stick to one thing or two at most. Dedicate dedicate to them instead of just like, hey, let's do this for you and not use it ever again. Even though it sounds cool, get some extra experience. I just find it messy as like something I wouldn't want to touch if I were in your situation.
no, I get that, because it's like, I mean, you guys are definitely right. Like, it's like I have Fenrir to take care of, I have school to take care of, and then I have getting out to take care of. I plan. Oh yeah, for you, Dylan, I plan on doing the um the CSP.
Mhm.
Because I think this is what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna move down to Florida with my parents because I have to move all my shit anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll probably move down, take a couple trips to go and drive my shit back and forth, and/or I might go rent out a box truck and then
You
just
you can usually do a box truck. That's what you can do. That's what's mentioned in the transportation brief.
yep.
Like you don't have to. Well, they can move it for you too
Oh fuck
and
no, they're
pay
not
you.
touching my shit.
No, they'll inventory for you. For you.
Yeah, bro, but I really don't trust the army taking good care of my shit and moving it for me. That's my other thing as well.
True.
Cause I've had that like they were trying to get us to do that, and so one of my dudes took up that option, and his shit was broken when he got it. Not all of it, obviously, but so I'm very, very skeptical on that idea. But also, so this is kind of like, yeah, so I'm gonna move down, move all my shit. I'm gonna try and do a CSP. It's just gonna be the what's it called? The CVS one. Cause one of my dudes was doing it and he was telling me all about it and he was like, yeah, it was super easy. It was just wasn't a problem. Like I'd go home at like 15 every day, be there at like 7 to 15. So it's like basically the same shit that we do. Um, but I might try to do it for Florida. If they deny it, then I'm gonna have another one in the backup slot, which is for the Fayetteville one, so that I'm just kind of away from shit and I'm not really dealing with it. If that makes like all the stuff here in school. I'm basically not gonna go to work.
Uh,
Um, Plus, if I have that under my belt, I wouldn't see why it'd be an issue if I go down there. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this. Like I did it before, so why would you not try and hire me? So yeah. But once I move down, we'll then have to, and like I'm kind of situated a little bit down there. That's when we'll have to start talking about like, okay, Losh, like, are you gonna be able to move down here? Boogie, are you gonna be
Right,
able
right,
to move
right.
down? So it'll be
So figure
trying
that
to
out later.
situate. Right, right, right.
So, sports.
Yeah,
The NFL's been moving pretty rapid.
yeah.
I mean, season started. People are. I think the craziest thing is all the Achilles injuries. There's been 4 Achilles tears this year already.
Dude, yeah, man. Like they would, people kept saying like, "Oh, switch to grass." Like, do you really think grass is gonna help, Losh?
Yes,
Why do you think that?
it's partially because the speed that you move on.
Okay.
You're faster on turf, and you also like the way your foot. You're faster because the way your foot hits the ground.
Mhm.
When it hits grass, it goes deeper into the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that would affect the speed
It
of the
actually
game?
it helps. It makes it a little bit slower. It makes it probably a mile an hour slower, but it also makes it safer because when you're on the turf, you more or less like slide on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's the difference between trying to run barefoot and with socks on.
Yeah, Kirk
Turf
Cousins
is running with
just
socks on. Like,
Kirk Cousins just tore his Achilles, didn't he?
yeah. But if you were to be walking on a hardwood floor and you had bare feet, you'd feel secure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were
Well,
walking on socks, you might be
yeah.
feel like you're slipping and sliding a little bit, right?
I'll say yes.
You can kind of think of it that way. I'm not doing it justice well enough. There's just let me look at the fucking. I've looked at there's articles on it.
Get the article. Get the article out. Um. Yeah. No. I've seen the dude. There's so many people that are injured, and not only because of the grass. Like, there's been so many
Yeah.
like concussions. There's been so many like just
So
injuries in general, dude.
posted in a paper published last year in the American Journal of Sports Medicine. Uh, the study suggests that there's a higher rate of foot and ankle injuries on artificial turf, both old and new generation turf, compared to natural grass. Knee and hip injuries were also similar on both surfaces. So there's a higher rate of leg injuries on artificial turf than grass.
Do you think that they're gonna switch next season to it? However, leave it this season because it's gonna cost too much to try and get that grass in.
So the artificial turf is harder than the natural grass, and this impact can lead to more injuries such as concussions, ACL tears, ankle sprains, and lower limb injuries. And the artificial turf can be more slippery than natural grass, and this can lead to falls and other injuries. Okay. Background on turf versus grass, but
So, Losh, do
that's
you
part of the
think
reason why I
that
said it.
the NFL is gonna switch over, and or just most sports in general, because these other
It's up
sports like
to.
used to turf?
It's completely up to the owners. Like, it really depends on how if they see it as a problem or not, and if
I
the
mean,
NFLPA makes it a real problem,
they
because if,
should.
like they should, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
And so, um, like if the NFLPA doesn't make it an issue, then owners might not see it as an issue, and so they're just not going to fix it.
Right. Do
But
you?
also, there might be some owners like Woody Johnson at the Jets saw Aaron Rodgers, Dwayne Brown, and all the other injuries that happen on his field, and might say to himself, "Hey, let's get some grass."
Grass would be nice, yeah. Do you think that, so a little bit off topic, but still on the topic of sports, do you think that with the issue they had in the beginning of the year where running backs weren't getting paid, do you think that with the stats and the advantage, because it's definitely been showing like how teams do when they do and don't have a good like star running back or even elite running back, do you think
Uh-huh.
that running backs will have much, they'll be appreciated much more come next year?
I mean, let's look at the standings right now and look at
Lois,
the elite running
you're a
backs.
little low right now, by
Yeah, I
the way.
was away from my mic. I was blowing my nose.
Oh,
Apologies.
my bad.
But I said, let's look at the NFL standings right now.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
And here, I got it.
Okay.
We can go by league, or the entire league. So let's say, name the top 5 running backs in the league in your mind
I think Christian McCaffrey
that are
is
healthy
definitely,
right now.
yeah. Christian McCaffrey
So McCaffrey?
definitely. Derrick Henry was on the low end of what I saw last time, but I think he might be up there now. I don't know about Bijan Robinson. I got a feeling that might be him because I've just seen how well he's been doing.
I mean, he's a
And-
rookie.
Right. So, but the fact that he's a rookie and still doing well, though.
True.
So, like I could honestly see him being the next, not Todd Gurley, but something similar, or just maybe even next Bijan Robinson.
All right, continue.
Fuck, who are the running backs? I don't want to say who's the dude on the Jets. Brees Hall. I'm pretty sure. Is he hurt?
No,
I
they just have Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook.
I would like to say Brees Hall, and I'm really hating how Dalvin Cook's been playing through right now. But I would like to say him, but I don't think it's him.
I don't know
is
why
it?
they don't just run a 2 running back set. Nah,
Yeah,
I
great.
don't even call him top 5.
No. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got right now. So.
Okay, so out of those
Yes.
teams, the Niners are in second in their division.
Okay.
The Falcons, who you said Bijan, they're first. Who else did you say?
Derrick Henry.
They're last in their division.
Really?
So I think you'd also look. Yeah.
Jesus.
You can also look at going into the season. Who are the top 5? Derrick Henry.
Is Austin
Saquon. You
Eckler
can
up
say. Yeah, sure. You can say Austin Eckler. McCaffrey. And then I'm trying to think of a 5th one. I'd say Nick Chubb. I think you kind of have to
I
avoid
thought he
that out
got
just because he's
hurt.
hurt. Yeah, he's hurt.
there? Yeah. Okay.
But I'd throw Travis Etienne in there. Actually, no, Josh Jacobs. He's
Yeah.
obviously
yep.
top 5. So I think that's how owners are looking at it now, and it's so going into the seasons. Those are probably the top 5 guys on people's minds.
Mhm.
Only none of them are on a team that's first in their division right now.
Damn.
So it's much more a thing of a running back by committee league now. Like, look at the Dolphins. Dolphins are number 1 in their division. They have an offense that can't be stopped, obviously. And they have a 2 or 3-headed monster at running back.
Yeah, it's just so crazy to me how they haven't even really been feeding the ball to running backs, have they?
They have they have more in the pass game, like screens and shit. than
That's
they do run the ball.
annoying. That really is annoying though.
It pisses me off the way the Eagles use DeAndre Swift.
How do they use
I
him?
wish they let him run the ball sometimes.
Just screens?
Mostly.
Or like maybe just like a dump out?
Yeah, pretty much. Like screens, check
That's
downs.
so annoying.
Like, he's playing well, and then when they give him the ball inside the tackles, he does well. Yeah, I think that's how NFL owners look at it. It's like, hey, you don't need the best running back in the league to be the best team. Okay, let's look up who was the best running back. NFL. All right, so number 1 was McCaffrey. So they're gonna finish number 1 in their division, obviously, but he's a fucking unicorn. Next is Eckler.
Yeah, he's insane,
They
dude.
they didn't finish. They made the playoffs. They didn't go far into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think. Even now, they're not doing crazy well. Josh Jacobs, number 3. They didn't make the playoffs last year, and they're probably not gonna make it this year. Derrick Henry didn't make the playoffs last year. Probably not gonna make it this year. Nick Chubb, not gonna talk about it because he's hurt.
Hmm.
Saquon, not. They made the playoffs last year. Doesn't look like they're gonna make it this year. Dalvin, he's in a sitch. Aaron Jones, they might. How are they doing?
Yeah, I haven't heard much of Aaron this year.
They're 3rd in their division. They're 2-5. Eh. Then number 9 was actually Ramondre Stevens.
Hell yeah, baby.
Then 10 is Miles Sanders, who's now on the Panthers. They're 1-6.
It kind of sucks that they sent Miles Sanders over there because he is a good running back.
They didn't send him. They just didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, so they basically tossed his ass
Yeah.
over, no?
Kinda, I guess.
Or was it like a free agency?
Or they couldn't just
pickup?
really afford it. I just don't think they can afford the contract that he wanted.
So one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot in terms of play style, I think that a lot of people should bring back fullbacks. The issue is that nobody wants to pay them, so
They're
a lot of
coming
people
back.
like.
No, they're
meh.
coming back.
Really?
Past 3 years, they've been coming back hard.
Like I know Kyle Juszczyk's up
Almost
there.
every team has a fullback.
Can you name them? At least like 5.
Nick Bowden for the Jets. Juszczyk.
Juszczyk's fucking
Uh,
monster.
I don't know who else.
I know. I don't know if Picard is still. I think his name is Alexander Picard for the Ravens. I don't know if he's still there. But I definitely think that like if people started putting in like the way that I see it is like so your running back
Okay.
is okay.
There's
What's up?
22. I was wrong. Sorry to cut you off. There's 22 fullbacks in the league.
Okay, go for it.
Do you want me to name off all 22?
Like top 5 that actually get
So-
used and get a lot of playing time.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Yep.
He's on a 5-year, $27 million deal. So
Yeah,
he's getting $5 million a year.
definitely deserves it. Yeah.
Alec Ingold for the Dolphins. He's getting $4 million a year
Okay.
on a 3-year deal. Patrick Richard, 3-year
it's
deal,
Richard.
3.7 a year.
That's good.
Derek Watt, 3.2
He's
a year,
still
3-year
in?
deal. Yeah,
What team?
he's getting 3.2 million a year. The Steelers.
Oh, right. He joined his brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And there's also C.J. Ham, getting 4.3 million a year
I can't believe he's. I thought he was a running
for,
back.
for another 2 years. He is not. He is classified as a full back.
What team is he on? Is he still on the Vikings?
Mhm.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The lowest paid. Yeah, there's only one. I think there's only one fullback on the league minimum. So the next highest guy's getting $1 million. Yeah.
I feel like what they should do is have. So like they used to have heavy
Oh
backs.
yeah, there's not. Sorry
What's
to cut
up?
you off again. But there's not a single fullback that's on the league minimum.
Well, that's. I'm really glad to hear that, honestly.
So there's only 22, but they're getting paid not as much as everybody else. But
Yeah. But my thing is, it's like I feel like the game has switched from like, so you have your halfback, but I feel like a lot of the times your halfback is mostly like a faster player, like a speed speed running back, and then you have like your heavier back. He's not like it's like they've moved away from players like LeGarrette Blount, or except for Derrick Henry, of course, obviously, but he's like the last of his breed next to Bijan. But Bijan's again, like I said, more like a Todd Gurley. So it'd be like beast mode, like that type of player, right? They're kind of, it feels like they're moving
Derrick
away
Henry.
from that. Again,
Josh
but
Jacobs.
does Aaron Jones count in that too, though?
No. Definitely
I
not.
mean, I would say Zeke, but Zeke's like, he's
He-
like your
he
good
just fell
4
off.
yard. Well, he's like your good 3-4 yard
Yeah.
runner and touchdown scorer. Like that's how I see Zeke.
I mean,
now.
it's Saquon's still a between the tackles runner. That's what he's best at.
So, how it would you put it like this? So your speed back, your balance back, and your heavy back, right? I feel okay.
I'd look at more at like the way Madden looks at it, where it's kind of your speed, your power, and then maybe a guy who can catch a little bit more. Because that third running back's not going to get used that much.
Oh, right. I forgot the.
Unless, or they have two speed guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the fucking Dolphins, where they have Raheem
Yeah,
Mostert
yeah,
and
yeah.
the other guy.
And
So,
the younger guy, Arcane.
I'm
I think he
thinking.
got hurt too.
Yeah, he did get hurt. Arcane? 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 I don't know how to pronounce it. But I feel like what they should do is to really up the way the game plays and change how everything is. Because I think a lot of teams are starting to just be like really pass heavy. I feel like if they added a fullback that's like not like Kyle Juszczyk, but like imagine like a bigger Kyle Juszczyk, where he's meant to basically go and block like that. Like he's meant to go and block. He's meant to go and do dump out routes, but very short dump out routes. Like he's maybe gonna do like a hitch, or like he needs to just get 5 yards, stuff like that, where he doesn't need to be very fast. He just needs to get the distance and beat the fuck out of whoever's in front of him. And then you can prioritize more of that power and your speed back. The issue with that is like I feel like the game has gotten to the point where like reading, like defenses reading the, what do you call it, the play style, like that type of formation. They're like, okay, it's either gonna be a run or a dump out. You know what I mean? Like very Madden-esque types styles of thinking. So what do you think to implement fullbacks they should do?
Worth all the fullbacks.
Sorry, speak up a little bit.
Throw the ball to fullbacks.
Like Kyle Juszczyk, basically.
Yeah.
What do you think would qualify as like a fullback, and not just like having
Somebody who
your
plays the
running back?
fullback position.
No, I mean, okay, yes, but I'm saying like, because if you put it like that, then you could just get your power back, teach him how
Yeah.
to run block better.
If
or
he's
just
classified
instant.
as a fullback, he's a fullback. If he's classified as a halfback, he's a halfback. You need a certain amount of players for each position. That's how the 52-man roster works. So they might slide a guy to fullback, even though he came in the league as a running back. It happens, but just the way it goes. So every team technically has a fullback when they run an I formation, but it might be the power back.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So Mike Alslot was a fullback, but they fed him the fucking ball a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, fullback dive.
Do you think that there'll be more people like that coming into the NFL?
No, because you can't put your head into somebody's fucking chest anymore.
Oh, like as a running back or running
Dude,
back and or fullback?
All right, let me find a picture of Mike Allstott.
Dude, he was a fucking bowling ball. He was like the juggernaut, dude. That dude is monstrous.
All right, can you look at my screen right now if I share it?
Yeah, I can switch over.
Alright. I'm gonna share it right now.
Look
Look
that
at the
dude.
size of this man's traps.
Why
Your
is
traps don't get that big
why is
unless
one
you
of
run
them?
like a missile into people.
Dude, look at him and his pads, bro. Look at that man's arms, dude. Like,
Exactly. His
Jesus
neck is not
Christ.
exposed, so that he can drive his skull into other people's skulls.
Dude, and he had the fuck.
Just the
What do
way
you
the
call it?
game was played.
He had like the
The good old
horse
days.
collar, or like the
Yeah, yeah.
like, dude, that's insane, dude.
He's played like a lunatic.
Dude, that man is he was awesome. I loved watching him, dude. Honestly, do you think? Okay, so switching a little bit again. I want to pick on the tight end position, tight ends and linebackers. Do you think that tight ends are really being used correctly, or do you think they're just using them as a fucking another receiver? Because personally, I haven't really
Depends on the
seen
team.
anybody block with them. Even the Patriots who
Pats
tend
do.
to use them. Well, that's
The
the thing.
Jets
Like,
do as well.
I've not seen Hunter Henry block many people, or if he's blocking somebody, it's a quick check and then he's off, or like he's blocking them for a little bit, then he goes for like a dump out route, which isn't like Gronk where he would literally go and block a fucking outside linebacker
It's just the
or
way
a fast
games
end.
played now. You don't really keep your tight end in protection if you're running a pass play,
Why do you think?
unless it's a longer developing pass play, because the game's just getting quicker and quicker and quicker. And
So-
so you give your quarterback another dump off option, and you're running, let's say, slants, and now he has two dump offs. Let's say it's the running back and the tight end, and then everybody else is running slants. So he does his first two reads, nobody's open, dumps it off to the tight end, or dumps it off to the running back. Or he does his first two reads, looks at the running back, oh shit, runs out to his right, oh wait, the tight end's open, shovel it to him. That's how you get plays like that.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think if they had more tight ends who are capable of blocking as maybe not as well as Gronk, but they had a good enough block to be able to like put them down on the line and not do chip blocks? Do you think that would
I
improve
mean,
the
even
run game
Gronk
better?
didn't block that much. He didn't block that much in the pass game.
No,
And
because
no,
he was number one
And then in
receiver.
the run
basically.
game, they have to block. If it's coming to their side, they kind of don't have a fucking choice. Otherwise, they're gonna get subbed out. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if you're a tight end or a wide receiver. If you got a run coming your way, you got to pick up a block. And there's some guys that are better at blocking than others, obviously. And then teams sometimes sign a tight end. Like, look at Travis Kelce. The guy behind him is probably really fucking good at blocking. If I had to guess.
Who is the dude behind him?
I don't know.
I don't even know if they have a second tight end. Like, honest. I mean, I know they
No,
do, but
definitely
like,
do.
I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. Probably a dude on the practice squad. They're like, yeah, no, Kelsey number one.
Noah Gray and Blake Bell.
Honestly, I feel like even if you take the
Or like
fullback,
the Jets, they have Jeremy Ruckert, who's very good at blocking.
I feel like if you even took the fullback, because sometimes they would do that, where they take the fullback, put him up there, or like they'd motion the fullback to basically be a tight end.
Mhm.
I feel like that would definitely give fullbacks more opportunity, especially because they basically say that tight ends are basically a bigger receiver now.
Right, right.
So,
People do that.
oh really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so fucking stupid, but I've been watching the games. Like, I've been watching through Red Zone. I just haven't seen it, maybe. Or maybe it's because of Red Zone that it makes me miss
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Because you're watching entire games.
Right.
Yeah, when you see highlights, you're not going to see,
Yeah.
oh, this tight end came on a crack block that was just fantastic. They don't do that.
I don't
No.
like crack blocks, honestly. That pisses me off.
Alright,
Yeah, let's.
what games
let's...
will we be playing?
I was right about to
Jesus
say it.
fucking Alright, Alan.
Yeah, I was
Let
right
me
to say it.
Take the wheel here for a second.
Yeah, yeah. go for it.
I've been getting back into Valorant. It's been a good game.
Really?
I don't know if I talked about it, but me, Jake, and Dylan Mendez have also been playing Grounded, which is a good game. But Valorant is it's interesting. It's a competitive shooter, and I don't know why I'm getting back into it, but I am, and I'm having a little bit of fun with it. But
Do you think it's better than Crunker?
Conker's interesting. We've also been playing a lot of
Crunker's the
Discord
best.
games,
You can
Dude,
Can't
the
beat it.
like
Discord games
Crunker,
are
Chef
just
Showdown, Putt Party.
Putt
Dylan, what
party.
games have you been playing? I know you've been playing a lot of Binding, right?
Yep, binding.
Is that phone
Is
binding
that it?
or computer binding?
No, he plays on the PC.
Computer.
Oh, okay.
Been playing anything
Uh,
else or just Binding?
Yeah. It's like for me, it feels easy for me to like talk and play instead of just like other games. But first of all, I can actually pause without worrying. Second, I can I feel satisfied doing like achievements,
Right,
doing like
right.
challenges.
Getting good builds.
Yep.
But getting a good build in Isaac is fun because then you're just feeling like a fucking tank.
Exactly.
You playing Chivalry too.
Yeah.
You trying to grind that out. I've seen.
Dude, I don't.
You didn't even playing it earlier.
A lot of people have been getting really good at chivalry. That's something I've
We've been playing
noticed.
Enlisted too. We got you to play a little bit. That game is interesting.
Yeah, I
It's fun.
hate that it feels like a grind.
Yeah, it's a game that like if you're not paying for the premium pass, you're grinding. Even if you are paying for the premium pass, you're grinding.
Like,
That,
I don't.
to me,
yeah.
that's what makes it pretty good. Like, so I was talking to Dylan earlier while I was playing Valorant with my main problem with Valorant, and that's you can't grind it. And I understand that because it's a free game, so they make all the skins buyable and all that stuff. And the only way to grind is to move up in the competitive ranks, which is fine. That's a fun way to play the game. But like, look at Rainbow Six Siege. It had the game, and then also had the terrorist hunt, and it also had a bunch of achievements that went along with it. A bunch of really wacky and weird achievements. I'm still at like 99% on my PS4, and I want to get it to 100.
For Rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah. Like I got one once because I killed a guy with a breach charge through a window. I was like, what? I was like, how is that an achievement? Or killing someone with C4 through the floor or something like that.
You gotta throw a
like-
grenade and kill them with the actual grenade itself before it explodes.
Yeah.
Like Chuck Norris.
It's just like funny stuff like that, and that's what I wish Valorant had a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And they have like a battle pass and stuff like that, but you also gotta pay for that.
And it's like, do you really want to
Then-
pay for that?
That's why I like Enlisted, because it has a leveling up system. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as you get better, the game kind of gets easier. Like as you kind of level up, you get better guys. You get guys with fucking machine guns instead of single shots, and start going off a little bit. Start playing some Creed.
Like Assassin's Creed.
No, I meant the band Creed.
Oh. What is it with you guys in Creed?
I find them funny. And it's kind of just a joke that
Are they good?
so they're like a Christian rock band, and they're like
Oh.
the stereotypical rock band. And so like they're the stereotypical American rock band, so they get memed to all hell, and I love it with all my heart. Like, I don't think I sent it to you because it was on TikTok, but there's one where Creed was playing at a halftime show, and it was like the European mind cannot comprehend this.
Fucking Creed, dude. I don't know if I told you about it. Actually, no, I did. I told you a little bit about it, but I have Payday, and dude, I really hope they just fix it, cause I Payday right now, it's looking like it's gonna be the most ridiculous fucking grind ever, and it honestly makes me not want to play it. But if they fix things where the game feels amazing, it feels just like the last one. It looks so good. It's really derpy still, where like bodies will like fucking like the way that body mechanics work after they're dead. It's like really funny. A lot of the old mechanics are still in the game, which is good. However, I wouldn't like if you guys had Payday. I definitely think I'd be on it more, but I would recommend getting it maybe a year
I
from now,
should
which
get
is
it. I
kind of
have it on
sad.
Game Pass.
I would honestly say wait, because there's so
I can
many
get it for free.
issues. Still, like I wouldn't. That's literally how bad the game is right
Jeez.
now. It's I wouldn't even want you to download it. It's just waste of space. Like really, it is. Like I have it on here right now, and it takes up I think like 50 gigs, and I haven't played it since. I'm pulling it up now. I haven't played it since fucking Steam load. I think like September or like even before that. Maybe even no, actually, yeah, I think I played it the week after.
I sent you the video of Creed
October
playing the halftime
12th was
show.
the last fucking time I played it, and I played it for six. I've only played it for 6 hours now, which it sounds like a lot, but for Payday, that's very small, like a small amount. Dylan, we've been playing a lot of Deep Rock though. That
Yeah,
shit,
we have.
Deep Rock's fucking sweet.
I want to do another run of Deep Rock though.
Yeah,
A rip.
the what do you call it?
Deep dives.
Yeah, the deep dive.
They're
Lush, I'm
pretty
gonna
fun.
watch
Oh
that
my
later, by the
god,
way.
it's chaotic.
Lush, if you can get Deep Rock, that'd be fucking awesome.
I think I have that on Game Pass too, but I don't think I can play that with you
Why?
Is it?
because it's on
Crossplay?
Game Pass.
I thought
Remember,
it
you guys
Game
can
Pass
play
was-
with Jake.
Oh, I don't know if it's. Actually, let me look. I don't think it's
So you're
cross.
playing on. Is it? No, no, no. Is it compatible with Game Pass? Because sometimes it gets fucky with that. Let me
Yeah,
check
no,
both
it
again,
has
if I can-
cross-platform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we should be able to play. That'd be
What's it
awesome,
called
dude.
again?
Oh no, it's called Deep Rock Galactic.
What
Dude,
the-
Dylan, you know what that means?
What?
We'd have to level them up until they're 25. Oh, dude, Jesus.
And their fucking weapon unlocks.
Yep. Well, we don't have to do that. They could do that by themselves, which is
Mm.
fine
Yeah.
if they wanted to. Because honestly, the game is so much fun that I could play it by myself. I'd
Yeah,
prefer
get
to
it on
play
Game
with
Pass.
anybody else, but yeah, dude,
Alright,
go
cool.
download that shit. I think it's like 2 gigs too.
So
It's
Yeah.
it's not that many gigs. I also decided to go get Elden Ring because Dylan had it.
saw that.
A lot of the other boys have it. However, I haven't played it since October, and
I mean, it's only November 3rd right now.
like okay, so it's been like maybe 2-3 weeks then.
Yeah.
I got it so that Dylan and I could play, and or like Dylan or yeah, like our little group that has it can play. But for some fucking reason, I don't know if it's Dylan's internet or it's my boy's internet, because it can't be mine because I have a gig of speed. But it's like I don't know why we're not able to play together. Well, we got like one time, Dylan, and then you died in the first like 15
Minute.
seconds, and then we
Yeah.
had to do it again.
It's honestly best we just play by ourselves for Elden Ring, or just watch each other just fail.
Yeah, but I
We
got
can
it
mod
so
to
we
play
could.
together.
Oh, actually, that is true. We could probably try to get the mod so like I
Or
summon
you
you
can
in.
summon.
No, so that was the thing. we
Summoning's
tr-
just annoying.
Yeah, dude, like it was so
Me and
awful. Like,
Chris tried to do it. We got it to work, but it's just annoying to use.
for Elden Ring?
And then after it does, it doesn't work for a while. Or like once you leave the certain location that you can get it in or something. I forget what it was. It's just really stupid.
Yeah. And
We're
then like
alright. Well,
I feel like you have to put so much time into it that I'm like I still would like to play it. It's just I'd have to maybe wait
fun
till I
game.
get out. Which
it's a very
sucks.
fun game.
Losh,
It
there's
is-
this. Oh, what's up? Sorry.
I said it's a fun game. It's just aggravating.
Yeah. Losh, there's this game called the Crab Champions. I think you'd really like it.
You're piquing my interest.
You're a crab. You could be a bunch of different. So like, you know how these different types of
Probably a store.
crabs? Like
Yeah.
there's like your normal crab, and then there's like one with like a bigger arm. Like I don't know how crab breeds
You're
work.
gonna make me spend $10, aren't you?
It is. It's only $10.
I don't want to spend $10 on this. It looks so stupid, but I also want to play it.
It is supposedly really. It's a roguelite, which also we can all play together. It's like Risk of Rain meets Goofy Crabs, and each crab has like different weapons. Like this one has a shotgun. Like it's supposedly a lot of fun. I would highly recommend you go get that. I haven't tried it yet because it's still in its earlier stages, but they're constantly updating it. I don't know if you
Tell
saw.
me for your opinion on it.
I don't know if you saw, but Cyberpunk also got a huge update into it. It's a DLC.
Yeah, I saw that.
Supposedly, it's really fucking good. It like really hits
I heard that.
what the original Cyberpunk is missing. The only problem is though, now you're fucking spending another $60 to actually get what Cyberpunk should be. So
Yeah, that's why I prefer quality. Like, even though it's quality now, but like quality from the get go.
I think it'd be one of those things you have to wait for it to be on sale, like really heavy sale.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see how much they're charging for it.
Oh god.
There's a game that you might like, Loesch. It's coming out soon. It's called Dad by the Sword.
So the bundle of Cyberpunk with the Phantom Liberty is $60.
Oh shit, really?
Oh, you're wrong then.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's 33% off right now.
Oh,
For the
okay. That
bundle.
makes sense.
Oh.
Normally it's 89.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money for. It's a lot of money.
I think just the actual DLC though. Well, I heard the update itself is actually makes the game somewhat playable,
mhm.
and then the update or the DLC itself is $30. So
I hate how a lot of games are becoming like $70 now. Like
I mean,
that's-
that's inflation.
prob- yeah. Also, they could just charge whatever the fuck they want.
That's
What I don't
true.
like is that games come out for $70 and they're not fucking finished.
yeah.
It drives me up the wall. And they're like,
Yes.
oh, just give us time. And it's like, no. You could do that with a beta or with a free game. Like, if I play any free game, I instantly give it the benefit of the doubt with any shit that pisses me off about the game. Like, game mechanics
Right.
or bugs. But when it's a $70 game, I get pissed because it's like, I paid to not deal with free game shit. You know what I mean?
And it's like at that point, what if the fucking company is just like, yeah, I don't want to fucking update it anymore. Sorry.
Well, that's
This
the
is your
thing.
game.
Somehow, I don't believe it, but somehow, every $70 game takes so much more time than a free game to update.
I mean,
And most of the time, sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I really wish Brian was here because Brian would definitely have more insight on that.
No, I could say this with my own, with my full fucking chest.
Full
Like
hair.
I play a good amount of video games. I've played video games for a very long time. I've bought $60 games, $70 games, free games, and I've bought so much less new games now because so many games come out and they just assume you're going to be patient with them with updating. And they just assume that they can release an unfinished game and people will pay $70 for it, and that pisses me off.
And the worst part is they do.
Exactly. And when a free game releases an unfinished game, it's free. It's not that big of a deal. And in my experience, when free games have a bug or something in the community that everybody hates, like whatever a game mechanic will say, or something's broken in the game,
Mhm.
what have you, they usually fix that faster than a game like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty fixes shit 2 months late, and like what the meta's already changed, so they just did nothing. And so
That's so fucking annoying.
exactly, and it happens with the games that are they paid $70 for it too. Or like Cyberpunk, how long did it take for them to make it a playable game? A year?
Um, from one of my old roommate, he said that he played through Cyberpunk, I think 6 months after it came out. Still was not like there were still bugs that were like if you're driving
Yeah.
on a motorcycle, you could just randomly like whee, like just fucking fly off the
Mhm.
map, or like you'll just enter the fucking shadow realm through some parts of the
Yeah.
highways. Um,
Starfield doesn't do that, but Starfield could use another 6 months of putting stuff on fucking planets instead of just doing the same research station 6 miles apart. Sorry, it's a little just complaining in my
he's he's getting so.
down to so many goddamn research stations that are the exact same thing and have the exact same loot and both on the planet, and it drives me up a wall because it's just laziness. And then also in the cities, they don't give you a goddamn mini map. And I get it, it's a Bethesda game or whatever, but
They don't like at all.
no. And so none of the
No.
stores are marked. So if you want to go buy ammo, you gotta first walk into the first aid shop and be like, "You got bullets?" And they're like, "Fuck no." And then you gotta go to the cafeteria and be like, "You guys got 12 gauges?" And they're like, "No." And then you finally get to the gun store that's a hop, skip, and a jump across the entire map, but you could have taken the shortcut at the beginning if you knew where it was. And then you finally get your ammo, and it's been 35 minutes, and now you get back to your ship. You don't even want to do the mission anymore, so you go take a shit and go to sleep. Like,
I just triggered him. Look, I just
sorry.
triggered him, Dylan. I just triggered him.
I gave a long rant about Starfield.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so. Dude, honestly though, that's how it is. That's how it is in these games
Exactly.
nowadays, and it pisses me off. Like it really does fucking grind my gears too. Like
It
stop
just makes the
fucking
game unplayable.
dude.
I feel like more games are more unplayable now. They just don't
It happens
seem
more often.
way too often. But
What it is, I think, is the industry is too inflated,
it is too inflated.
and
Too
so
inflated, and there's like no quality checks. No like
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna have
yeah,
to disagree on you with that one though. In one aspect.
quality
Um,
checks.
yes, I have to disagree with you on that because there have been games that I've seen. Now here's the thing, here's the catch. They're not made by bigger named what do you industries. So it's not gonna be made by Bethesda or fucking
right.
Okay.
people like that.
Well,
So
get
they
that.
use and then like you look at their games and you're like, holy this is what a game should be like. There's one called, it's coming out pretty soon. Losh, you're gonna love this game, by the way. It's called
May I say something? Can I
sorry, yeah, what's up?
interject?
What's up? Sorry.
I've like obviously not against like smaller or like free people, but more like bigger, well-known companies. Like we should have a fucking quality check on them. Like
Yeah. So what
at
I was
least,
gonna say
Yeah.
is,
not
I
against
think both
all.
of you, I think both of you can agree on this, but I'd say the like inflation in the game in games in general, it being too inflated, is really more in the AAA sense than in the indie sense. Because indie
Mhm.
games have kind of been pushed out to, I think, like the amount of indie games compared to AAA games that are getting put out now, or games by studios now, is probably like 80% to 20, if that, probably more towards the AAA studios because of the money that can be made if they make a good game. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So like all these companies, they put a bunch of money into a game, pay a guy to make play a finished game, but they're on all these deadlines because they're losing budgets, this, that, and the other. So they put the game up. It makes enough money so they can make another game, and then they put it off to the side and start making the next game.
Yeah, I also feel like companies sometimes intervene way too much than they should be. Sometimes for like certain games and certain IPs. Like for example, like Dead Space.
What's wrong with
Literally,
Dead Space?
that no, there's nothing wrong with Dead Space, but like in the sense of one studio has been like EA has been like holding off the IP for like a decade or for a long ass time. So like nothing new got pushed out after like Dead Space 3 and its DLC. And like there's like no conclusion, which would have been like Dead Space 4. So because they intervened and just like nope, holding off low sales, but because your decision made the sale of the game go downhill. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just is that like too much intervention or just not enough accountability?
Is
for, like,
that so much to ask?
exactly.
Like, yeah, it's like it's not really that much to ask,
Not really.
but it's making more jobs, which is the problem. And
Well,
so
Dude, it's just okay. I just sent you a game, Losh. By the way, um, I think.
oh,
you
I've
would
heard
really
about
like
this. I've
it.
heard about this.
Dude, this game is fucking
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
insane looking. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, the Unreal Engine, bro, it's fucking insane. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. How
Yeah, this
good
game is
shit looks.
freaky.
Like,
I don't know
bro,
if I would want to play it.
my-
How freaky it is.
so my roommate, he showed me it yesterday, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Is this the game?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "No way." And he's like, "Yeah, dude. The first time I watched it, when he shot, like, so Dylan, the game is about, you're basically,
You're a
I
cop.
think, a cop. Yeah, you're a cop, and you have a body cam, and you're playing from the perspective of the body cam. And this, so you're going through this building, and you shoot a guy, or in the video, he shoots a guy, and when he shot him, the way that this dude died, like every single thing about this part was so realistic. I thought it was a fucking like video of a guy actually like breaching and clearing a building and like like an actual cop fucking killing somebody, because that's how fucking good the game looks. The only reason why I knew it was like a legitimate game was because he told me. Like, if he didn't say shit and he was just like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what the game is," and I'm like, "Is this like a real life fake trailer type deal, like a teaser trailer?" He's like, "No, no, no, this is it." Oh, man, I hated that it's single player though. Losh, by the way, do you know anything about what's going on with Modern Warfare 3?
It's a fucking DLC. It's literally
Wait,
a $70
on Warfare
DLC.
3?
Yeah.
Really?
Let me make sure I'm not wrong.
I thought it's like an actual game.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I know it is, but I've heard it's just a fucking reskin of the last game. Kind of
that's
worse than the
fucking
others.
awesome.
But,
They should just. What if they just stopped fucking making?
I'm kind of done with Call of Duty, sadly.
I hope
Like, I
you're
played
not.
Modern Warfare 2 a shit. I played Modern Warfare 2. It was fun, but the online, it gets so dry so quick for me now, and the grind just isn't fun anymore, which is kind of sad to say. I mean, I loved it when I was for a very long time. And for a short period, I was actually halfway decent at Call of Duty. Like, I played a little bit of game battles and stuff like that. That was actually really fun. That's when I was really into it. in like high school and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then when Modern Warfare came out, I got back into it. Kind of started to fall in love with it again. Then Cold War was shit. The next two games were shit, and then Modern Warfare 2 came out. It's like, all right, cool. It was good. Honestly, I thought the campaign was better than the actual game, than the multiplayer.
Hmm.
Personally, like, I kind of wish I played the beta so I could have gotten a feel for the multiplayer. I'm also playing on PC, which is way different.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the way people play the game now is fucking annoying. And secondly, fucking um what's it called? Matchmaking. What they do? Um like the fair matchmaking, it's stupid.
What do you mean by that? Like, what is?
So they take your like KD, your win average and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and then put you against people who are supposed to be your own skill level. But let's say it's skill-based matchmaking.
Okay.
And let's say me, you, and Dylan were playing. It's Dylan's first time playing. I've been playing for a year, or I've been playing a good amount. You've been playing a little bit, and now Dylan can't get a kill in the lobby because so now I can't play with you guys because I've played the game too much, or I'm too good at the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that happens. First off, you can't play with your friends as much, which is just annoying. And second off, it takes away from like pub stomping is fun and all, but like doing very well in a public game is fun, but it's not like the be all end all. But like being able to just hop on a game and not have to try your hardest just to get
Yeah, you don't gotta fucking
middle
sweat.
of the leaderboard is good. Like if you could just get on a game after school, play 2 games, halfway pay attention while you listen to music, and have a good time, the video game has served its purpose. You don't have to sit there fucking sweating that you're losing kills or something like that.
So basically,
That's
like
just how you
chivalry.
play the game. Yeah, yeah. So you can play the game like chivalry instead of like it's a fucking 9 to 5 job.
It's a 9 to. Dude, that's so true, though. It really is, and it's Jesus. That's why I don't like play. Like even with enlisted, that's how it felt like. It felt like I had to like
Enlisted's a lot
focus.
different though because I mean you have to focus at first because you have to get used to playing on a like you actually you're used to playing on a PC, but you just gotta figure that it's like playing any new game. You need 4 hours to figure the game out, and then after that you can have some fun. You know what I mean? It's also not a very intuitive game. Like a lot of shit just doesn't make sense, so you got to get used to it for a little while, and then once you get used to it, you can start having fun with it and not pay attention as much. And I mean,
I think
you
another
got one?
thing is that I'm really
Like,
bad
I
at
do play competitive
shooters.
shooters. I play competitive shooters and I like them, and I like having to focus and stuff like that. But I also like being able to play like the casual modes on them. Like you played Rainbow even. I loved Rainbow for 8 years pretty much. It's the only game I played, and I got pretty good at it. But it was can't listen to music while you're playing it. Can't really talk that much. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not as fun.
If they were to make another Rainbow, how do you think they should go about that?
And because they put themselves like in between
Hello?
present and hello.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry, you
I
were.
said I don't think they can because they put themselves in between kind of like present and future gadgets and stuff like that. And so if they went like more, like you'd have to change the setting, and right now the setting is the entire world. So if they were to say go in the future, then I think you'd lose a lot of people. And then I think if you go in the past, you're gonna lose even more people. Like you may get World War II type shit. Nobody's gonna. I don't
World
think a lot of
War
people
II
are gonna play that.
Rainbow. That sounds
And then if
awesome,
you make it
honestly.
too futuristic, where people are jetpacking on top of the roof, and then blowing the ceiling open with an alien blaster, and then fucking, I don't know.
There's a dude like patching the fucking, like you could shoot this thing that patches the roof or something.
That'd be cool. I don't know why they never put that in. Oh no, they do. The Arumi gates.
I think that if they wanted to make another rainbow, the things they would need to do are one, make it so the movement and mechanics of the game don't allow people to take away the idea of, or like make it less arcadey in the idea that like kind of like how SWAT does it, or no, sorry, not SWAT, Ready or Not, like you have to be a lot slower when peeking corners. You have to be a lot slower when like you have to be
like that
faster when breaching. Because the thing is, when I had dudes play Rainbow, they'd fucking boom, they'd break the door and either pie that, which this is good, like because that's actually more realistic. You pie through the whole room and see what you can see. You either die or you don't. But sometimes there'd be a fucking fast ass fucker who shoots the door down, runs in immediately, does does a fucking drop shot, and now it feels like Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
So drop shotting is out of the game completely.
Really? How?
They just made it so you can't do it. If you do it, you're just gonna shoot in the fucking ceiling. Like that's how they kind of made it.
Wait, how does that?
So if you were to crouch while shooting, I think you put your gun away or something like that. I know they stopped it. It's completely out of the game. It's not in the meta anymore. And I mean, people still run around, but so many people sound poor now that you really can't do it that much. You're just gonna get shot. And I mean, you play the game in the like infantile stages of it, and so Ash was the main. Everybody just blew up a wall, ran in, got 2 headshots.
Yeah.
Because she also has the hitbox of a fucking toothpick.
Yeah.
And so they made her hitbox a little bit larger. They've updated the game a lot. There's a lot of balances. Like, I think it's an overall balanced game, good game.
So do you think they should do what they
can't really drive interest back up in it. I think they lost. They didn't do the operators right, in my opinion, and they lost so many people during like Operation Health and stuff like that. That when everybody started coming back, like I played the game. I got Rainbow Six Siege the first day it came out.
Yeah.
Like I have the gold skin and stuff like that, which came from getting the game the first day or first week or something like that. But and then I stopped playing it for a while because it just wasn't that good. The online was kind of shit, and so I didn't play the first couple operations. And then Operation Health came out, and I got back into it with Jose actually. But so a lot of people either leaving or coming back into the game during Operation Health because it was a huge update for balancing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people, it made the game playable, and for some people, it took away the arcadiness, and so they didn't like it anymore. And
Well,
then
that's good,
from
though.
there,
Yeah.
they've done a bunch of updates with. I mean, some of the operators are good. In my opinion, in the past year, there really hasn't been a good one. Or one that I've enjoyed. Like, I used to get the battle pass for the game every year so that I can get the operators early. I was also making, this is a complete sidebar, but I used to make YouTube videos playing Rainbow Six Siege. And I kind of did it so I can also you get 2 weeks early access on the operators as well. If you have the pass. Or a
Really,
week.
2 weeks?
Or a week.
Oh.
You get to use it before everybody else, and then everybody else can use it. It's so that when you get the battle pass, people can't insta-click the new operator.
Mm.
It was actually a good thing in my opinion.
So do you think the best thing that they should do,
Operators.
like,
They need to put in more maps. That was also the problem. Is they didn't. I forget what operation it was, they just stopped putting in new maps for I think the past 2 years, and I don't know, the game just got kind of stale for me without those new maps. For me, I like learning new maps and learning new angles and learning new ways to sneak up on people and like different ways to play the game, different ways to push on attack, different ways to defend on defense. It's what was fun to me. It wasn't actually shooting and stuff like that. It was the planning, and because I played with X, and so it was the planning and then like trapping people or pulling off like an attack strategy that works.
Hmm. So,
You know what I'm saying?
so do you think that their best course of action to keep Rainbow and that style of game alive is to do what they did with CS:GO, which is basically adjust mechanics. So basically they'd make another game. It would be like it'd still be like Rainbow Six Siege.
It'd be like Rainbow Six Siege 2.
Yeah.
Like how,
And it would be like it's remastered so everything looks better because the game looks old.
Yeah,
They
the game
make
looks
everything
shit.
look better. They adjust mechanics just a tad bit. They take away a lot of fucking. They look at like the statistics and logistics of who gets played a lot, who gets overused, stuff like that.
They'll never take away any operators. They want to have 100 operators before the game shuts down. That's been their goal since they started the company, I think. Or they started Rainbow
Ooh.
Six Siege.
So then, would you say it's better that they just really go back and tweak those people so that people aren't like, oh, or like, sorry, those operators so people aren't like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back to playing this guy and fucking rampage through the fucking walls or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure one dude can literally run through walls. Like, that seems kind of overpowered. Especially in
Not
walls or,
really bad.
what's his name, Oryx or some shit.
A really bad ability. Because you can just open rotate holes with anything else, and he takes damage when he does it. And
Oh,
it makes
really?
such loud noise that it's like, alright, turn around, there's Oryx, shoot him in the head. Like, also when he does it, he has to put his arms in front of him, so he takes his gun away from him. So you're trying to doing it into a room where people are, turn around and shoot you as you're going through the wall.
I would definitely love to get a new Rainbow game though. That'd be awesome.
I don't think they should just update it.
Well, I feel like you'd have to go and make a new game to go and have that like remastered style of like the game looks a lot better. Things get tweaked a little bit.
I personally don't think so, because I mean, I think it looks old, but it looks fine to me.
Oh yeah.
You can see everything on the map. You can see everything that's going on. The lighting's fine on the maps. The lighting's fine on the guns. Yeah, like with Rainbow, I think all it needs is a fresh set of operators and a fresh set of maps.
I think they should definitely keep like the classic ones like Smoke, Mute.
Yeah, yeah. No. Keep everybody around. Just bring in like a new team to design operators and maps, because you've obviously gotten stale with it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Because again, we'll never delete an operator. Unless somebody dresses up as an operator and murders somebody, I don't think they're gonna delete anything. Even though, like, I would. But, yeah. The biggest thing for me is it needs maps. And or, like, balancing.
Ah, damn, I miss how games used to be, man. Things have changed.
Yeah, but you also
too much.
miss getting into games as much as you did back in the day because you had more time. You know what I mean?
True. Honestly, I think
Part of it for me.
I think I honestly have the same amount of time that I do now. If anything, I have maybe a little bit less.
if I can get into a game, then it's fun for me. And it's gotten harder and harder over the years to get into a game because I start pinpointing things I don't like about it,
Yeah.
or I have other shit going on, and I'm like, oh, I only got 2 hours.
Yeah, that
So like
definitely
Sons of the
is a
Forest
big
was
one.
very fun. Was a game I got into. Sorry, I cut you off. But like Dylan, would you say you got into Sons of the Forest as well?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I got to hop in on that train with you guys.
Chivalry
But
2 I
we
got into.
didn't.
I think he was in the field when it came out.
Yeah, was I in JRTC? Like
I think so.
October one?
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
so.
so. That sounds about right.
Hmm. Moving a bit off the video games. So D&D. um, I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'll do for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like an actual story, like a main story, and then I'll have like side subplots that will like if you guys take that route, you'll come back into the main story, but you'll have a lot more understanding and this and that, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll dive you deeper, but if you don't take that story, you're just gonna get to the like you'll just keep going. It won't matter that much.
Right.
Like, it's not gonna be crucial, but I'm really excited to have you guys play because this will be my first legitimate DM. Um, which by the way, for everyone watching the VOD or whoever's here, we're gonna be doing D&D, and
Yeah,
we
we are.
also
We may upload it to YouTube. Going along
uh,
with that, we might be starting a new channel, but we can go into that later.
yep.
Um, we most likely will be starting a new channel, but nothing to worry on y'all's part. Just a new place to find Lake Laps that's separate from the music, so
Yeah.
nothing's changing. Just gonna be doing more Lake Laps, doing some D&D. Hopefully, we're gonna stream some D&D. So I think it'd be pretty funny. I mean, my character's name's Rascal McGovens, and Dylan's name Cuh. So
What's up, cut?
What up, yo, cub?
my character is 8 feet tall and 300 pounds. So we'll see how that goes. And Dylan's 4 feet tall. So
3-9.
we got 3'9". We got quite the dynamic.
Don't forget about Pebble
Oh yes,
Oh,
and
yes.
Pebble.
Pebble.
and Pebble, the master Pebble monk thrower, the master monk Pebble thrower. He's a Pebble who throws monks. Yeah, that's his attack. I throw monk at you.
Remember, monk is. I saw a meme once that was like, monk is a representation of one's spiritual journey to becoming a monkey.
Be a woman
I'm
nature.
really excited. So something that I just remembered, because I actually did a little D for everyone else. I did a little D&D session before we started Lake Labs. That's why we're a little bit late on starting.
And well, we're kind of early since we're doing it on Friday.
Oh right, dude, I totally forgot today's. Oh my fuck, dude, I totally forgot today's Friday. Jesus, my brain, bro.
Well, today's Saturday now, so
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
honestly, this is pretty early.
You're right. Yeah,
God
no, you're right.
fucking
Dylan.
damn it, Alan. Don't.
But so something you could do in the game, which I really hope you guys take this opportunity. Dylan, this won't really work too much for you because you're not like super hand-to-hand combat, but you can actually get tattoos that allow you to like do magic. So for you, look, if you wanted to have like fireball, you could do that. You'd have to get like a specific tattoo for it, and you'd have to find somebody who could do that. But you can, and it's really fucking cool. There's also I also wanted to know if you guys wanted to multi-class.
I'd be down to multi-class.
What do you plan on multi-classing? So you're a
I'm gonna be
druid.
a monk.
You're gonna
Monk
be a
druid.
monk druid.
Yes.
Okay, so Losh, I didn't get to talk to you about this, but I talked to Dylan a little bit about it. When you multi-class, you basically get to choose another class, obviously. However, if you level up, you only get to put a level on one of the classes. So if you wanted to be, so when you guys go to level 3, if Dylan's like, I want to be a monk now, he can be a level 1 monk, but a level 2 druid. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
My buddy was telling me, who I was with earlier today, he was like, when you multi-class, it's kind of shit because you're like a jack of all trades, but you're also a master of nothing.
Yeah.
So
Master of none, still greater than the master of one. That's the entire saying of
is it
jack
really?
of all trades. Yeah, it's jack of all trades, master of none, still greater than a master of one. The whole
I
idea
don't
is that being
know.
diversified is better than being having one like particular skill that's
I don't
like
know.
cool, you can throw a ball real far, but if you can't cook for yourself, you're gonna die. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. I'm gonna keep that in mind. But
You never heard that's the entire saying.
no, I'm no.
Okay, I found a wallpaper engine that's
Okay.
has. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it has the Berserk theme song, and it's just a monkey with earbuds in. So this is
What the fuck? Um, I don't know how true that is with D&D, unless you're a bard,
having a good time.
because
Yeah, probably not true in D&D, but
when see, but that's the thing with bards, they're already known as the master. They are actually the master of being a jack of all trades. So
right.
then when you multi-class with them, then
Kind
it's
of take
like,
away from that ability.
no, that's the thing.
Oh,
Because so when you get to level 6 as a bard, which isn't actually that hard to do, you can then start multi-classing because at that point you pick your college and then you get your college's main like ability. And then after that, it's just kind of like, what do you call it? Just brownie points. Like just depending on what it is, it kind of just doesn't, you don't really need it, but you could have it. So then at that point, you're like, okay, I want to be a monk now. So I can do hand to hand combat instead of beating the shit out of people with a fucking stick. Because I'm a bard, I don't really know how to fight, or I don't really tend to fight. So then you pick monk, and now you're leveling that shit up. But you're still really good at being a bard, and bards can survive by themselves if you know how to do it right. So it's like, that's like the only time. I've never really seen like a druid barbarian or like a fighter sorcerer, if that makes sense, Loge.
mm-hmm.
So I would say if you guys are gonna multi-class, I'm gonna recommend this. You maybe just take something. So for you, Loge, what are you? You're a fighter. What are your? Do you remember what your stats are in? Oh, actually, never mind. I can pull it up. I believe your stats are in. Nope, that's the wrong fucking website. What am I doing? I think you have strength as your highest right now. However,
Yeah, I do.
let me see. Pulling it up right now. Campaigns. You campaign. Okay, so for you, your highest stat is actually your highest stat's Constitution technically, So you have
Oh yeah.
Constitution at 18, then you have 17 strength. Your charisma is really low, and when you're a bard, you need charisma,
Yeah, I don't
and
have.
then
I'm not bard.
you tend to do dexterity, but that doesn't like it's mostly just the charisma because all their spells are based off of charisma and wisdom. So if you could kind of understand what I'm trying to say, it's like you don't really want to pick a bard along with what you got already, at least at where you are. So, but Dylan, I don't know. You should look up if you're gonna multi-class. I would recommend looking up what would be good for a druid, because
I'm just trying to think only like lore wise, but for my guy.
you said lore.
Not lore, what kind of like backstory? Like I have planned out for my guy.
Did you not? I thought you wrote the backstory already.
I did. But the guy, actually, should I explain it or should I hold off?
Hold off for now, or we'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
No, I think we'll have
Kind
a lot
of
of fun.
based on my backstory, but I didn't. I should probably flesh it out a tad more.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
a tad more.
just let me know if you do, so I
Yeah.
can take a look at it. I'm really excited though. Like I'm really trying to get us to do the session pretty soon. The only problem is it's like solo shoot tomorrow. You're not gonna be here, and then BLC is gonna start. So then
Should be around Sunday. Want to do it Sunday?
a session Sunday.
Mhm.
I can do a session Sunday. What about you, Dylan? Oh, are you good? No, you're gonna be moved here, right?
Well, I'm moving some of my stuff. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
plan on like getting my DD214 till like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Oh, of next
I'm
week.
just moving it so I don't have to like be hassled with doing all at once.
Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, boys. It is almost 1 o'clock.
What
I'm
time do
gonna
you
have
get up?
I have to get up at fucking 6:30 tomorrow.
Oh, plenty of time to sleep.
I suppose. However,
Dude, I used to sleep 5 hours a day nonstop.
yeah,
and
but
it's for fucking months.
I'm not used to that because I got a lot of shit that I tend to plan and fucking try to hit. And or having fucking Fenrir really changed my my perspective on stuff, or at least in terms of time organization. I think we crushed it a lot. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Huh?
Okay.
Can pretty late too.
All right. Well, I guess we'll close out for now. It was a good. Holy fuck, we've been rolling for like an hour and dude, we almost rolled for like 2 hours. That's crazy.
I know.
All right. Well.
For a little while.
All right, boys. That camera, and that camera.
No, don't do that.
Tell the
Don't do
people.
that. No,
Liz, I
Don't
don't
do
know. Have you
that.
watched Hot Ones before?
I have.
That's exactly what I was. That was the same thing I was doing. That camera, and that camera.
No, don't.
Tell the
don't
guys.
Do that.
Tell the people
No,
what you're gonna be.
don't do that.
Did we
No.
get copyrighted by fucking Hot Ones?
Kind of lame. I know you like that, but like, come on.
You said what, Dylan?
Man. I know you like doing that, but like, come in.
No, Dylan. I'm referencing another show.
Yeah, the hot ones.
Yeah, exactly. So that camera, and that.
No.
Okay, no, but seriously, like I said, I'm gonna be pretty focused on BLC, so I don't know when the next lake lapse is. So hopefully we get to
You gonna be around next weekend or no?
What is that, the 10th?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I really don't.
Gotcha.
I really hope so, because it's gonna be a 4-day for us.
Mm,
So we might have to do another Friday. But
fine.
obviously, I'll let you guys know. Oh yeah, for all the people before we go, I got some info. We got a lot of music stuff coming up. I might release something on the side, just like a little demo to the world, so that we can show you guys what we got and what we've been thinking about and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy and you really give us a lot of feedback on that. You guys have anything for the people? Any last
I
words?
do not.
I hate you.
Okay, there you go, Dylan. All right. Thanks everybody for watching and or listening in with us. And thank you for everybody in the VOD. We'll catch y'all later. Deuces.